What am I hearing? Why am I late to this news? Why am I going to be the only one to spread this news at last? But anyways, there is nothing as painful as when you have put your energy, your family, your work, every single thing in your life, you have put it into this job. And at the end of the day, what do you get? Disappointment. What do you get? Promises that is being given to you. They decide to fail you. And you know, that is one thing that makes America more smarter than every other race. I can tell you that for a whole fact, honestly. That is why I hate it. I hate to debate it when I hear people say, oh, Americans are lazy, Americans are this, and Black Americans are that. It is because before they do something, they calculate their step and know their strategies. Now, let it make sense to me that these people were promised, literally promised, good amount of bonus. And when a lot of us heard it, we're like, are you sure I'm not going to join them very soon? And at the end of the day, we are now seeing news everywhere flying. We are seeing videos of them crying that they are not being paid. No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that they are not being paid. With all of the bonuses, no one has gotten to them. It's absolutely a shame and a disgrace. But anyways, who am I? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, this is just for educational purposes. Please, nobody should come for me, okay? With that being said, let's dive right into this video. Let's get the FAFO moment, and I'll be back with commentaries.
You should just quit. The ICE agents who are afraid they're going to get stiffed, they're not getting paid, they have to deal with the public who hates them because they're doing evil shit on the street every day. You should just quit. The Department of Justice lawyer who begged a judge to hold her in contempt. You should just quit. Please hold me in contempt so I could be in jail and get some sleep because this job sucks. You know, you could just quit. You should quit. This is a picture of Tom Homan in 2024. This is him this morning. He looks exhausted. He looks like he hates his life, right? He says they're drawing down ICE operations by 700 agents in Minnesota, leaving 2,000 on the street. And he looks defeated. He looks sickly. You know, you can just quit. One quick last thing. Tom Homan, during his press conference today, said about the roadblocks, the impromptu roadblocks, don't bother. You're not going to stop ICE. Stop the resistance. You're not going to stop us. And then went on to say that they're drawing down their operations by 700 agents. So what you're doing in Minnesota is working. You're stopping ICE. You're not done yet. There's still a lot of work to do, but what you're doing is working. Keep it up. I love you, Minnesota. Fucking A.
Late breaking news. ICE agents on Reddit are complaining that they have not received some paychecks and their health insurance. Yes, you heard me right. They are crying me a river. And let me tell you some of the comments. One ICE agent wrote, "Man, it's been 4 weeks since I have gotten paid." Another agent wrote, "It's been about 2 months, still waiting. Has anyone else had this problem receiving their health benefits?" MSS said, "They don't know how long it will take, but I have a sick daughter." And some of the comments that were written that they could not pay their rent, their mortgage, or even their car payments. And this last comment is a good one. Still didn't get paid for the base check. Oh well, unbelievable. There you have it. ICE agents complaining on Reddit that they have not received their benefits or some paychecks. Agents waiting to get paid and waiting for their health benefits.
Hello and good evening. Listen, in today's episode of As the White Hood Turns, can we talk about ICE, baby? Did y'all hear? Apparently a bunch of ICE agents were on Reddit complaining about the fact that they're not getting paid and they haven't received their bonuses and they ain't got no insurance. And several of them said the reason why they took the job was for the insurance because they have sick children. What? So, I really want... So, ma'am, sir, you took a job to get insurance because you have a sick child, but you over here terrorizing other people's children, and you got the nerve to be upset because Sid ain't paying y'all? Oh, this is too delicious. It's too delicious. Okay, I don't want to lose my humanity. There are too many things going on in the world. I don't know about heaven or hell. I don't want the karma. So I wish the ICE people, I wish your children well. I wish them speedy recoveries, and I hope that they are able to live full, healthy lives. But y'all, for real, because karma is a bitch. Because while y'all out here terrorizing other people and their kids, knowing you got sick children at the house, you asked for that. You asked to not get paid. You asked for that. What? Y'all know this man ain't never paid his bills, right? And I guess you thought because it was the government, they was gonna pay y'all. And then, if for any reason they quit, they got to pay back them bonuses. So, and quite a few of them have said they've not received their bonuses. Ice, ice, baby. Karma. That's all I got. That's it. Okay. Vaya con Dios. Okay, adios.
Newly signed ICE agents is now complaining to New York Times that they are not getting their 50K sign-on bonus, as if we give a fuck, because I guarantee you, we don't. I think it's quite comical that you see everything in the world that's going on pertaining to ICE. You still proceeded to sign up and believe in what Donald Trump is telling you, that you're going to get health insurance, that you're going to get 50K sign-on bonus, and none of that is coming surpassed. Let's giggle. Because you complaining to New York Times as if you want the world to react and have sympathy for you is diabolical. And then the ones that did get their bonuses are upset because it's less than what they expected because of taxes. Are you cool? And then they trusted in Donald Duck. How stupid can you be? Seriously, how stupid can you be? They thought that they was going to sign on that dotted line and get their 50K in hand that same day. It don't work like that. But since we are here, let's talk about it. Love you, bye.
The nerve of ICE agents to be complaining about the fact that they're not getting paid. You guys have been terrorizing us for fucking free? And y'all think telling us is gonna do what? We're not fighting for y'all. If y'all want pay, go protest. Goofies like we've been doing. Go protest. Go fight for your rightful pay. Go fight for y'all fucking dollars. Fuck we supposed to do.
Not ICE agents out here complaining about not getting paid. What you thought? You thought that because you went to work for a shady administration under a shady president who has been known to stiff his employees of paychecks, what they owe, his lawyers, Secret Service agents, anybody that works underneath him. He has been known to cut corners when it came down to paying these people. And you thought you were special because you decided to be his personal Gestapo? And now you online complaining about you not getting paid? Some of them have been working for 2 months under President Trump and haven't seen a paycheck yet. They don't have health insurance benefits. They don't see a sign-in bonus in sight. Oh, and get this. If they receive any portion of the sign-up bonus, and they leave early, because I feel that a lot of them probably signed up for that sign-up bonus just so that they can leave. But if they get paid any of the sign-up bonus and they leave early, or if they're fired, or if the administration just shuts the program down completely, they have to pay that back with interest, which means the taxes that come with the sign-up bonus, they have to pay that too. You get what you signed up for, and y'all expect us to feel bad for you? Just like you felt bad for all those migrants that you harassed and all those American citizens that you murdered, we don't feel bad for you at all. How ironic that ice is on thin ice. Well, hopefully it will break and you will drown. Have the day you voted for.
Not the frozen water people talking about their disdain of not getting paid. Yes, gloriously, there is a whole thread of them speaking of how they're like, hey, did you get paid? I ain't got paid in 4 weeks. I haven't got paid in 8 weeks. Baby, who is your light bill through? Because I need to know. Because I can already tell you Duke Power don't play that shit. Okay. Yeah, you might get a good week past that deadline. And that's pushing it. 2 months. But did y'all really think that somebody who is notoriously known for not paying their bills was going to pay you? Like, I mean, just feel you so much that you really thought that that was going to happen. Now, here's the other thing. This man ran on a whole campaign of, talking about overtime and all the other things, and was talking about how he didn't like to pay overtime. And he was like, I probably shouldn't say this. He was like, but I'll just get somebody else to do it. Basically skirting around that person so they don't get the overtime and then cheaply paying another person. Or promising to pay another person. The same one that bankrupted casinos. Did y'all really think? The same one, the little man that's over there that done tore up, the back end of that little building over there. And they over there with all them tarps and shit. Said he wasn't getting paid here recently. Y'all thought that man was going to ensure that y'all were going to get paid. Interesting. Now, if you are aware, there was a vote today, and 21 Democrats absolutely sided with the Republicans to push through the funding package that included funding for them. However, that doesn't mean that they're going to get that money because, again, we are dealing with an administration that is robbing Peter to pay Paul and then kidnapping both of them. So, absolutely not. But here's the list. North Carolina, Don Davis is on there again. You already know that he's getting ready to lose his seat. And it's sad that his historically black area is got gerrymandered and what have you. However, it's obvious he does not need that fucking seat. And make sure you call his ass and let him know that we do not approve of what he is absolutely up there doing. It's obvious he doesn't need that seat. Now, if you do see your representative on that list, please give them a call. And if you can't give them a call because you got to go to work, absolutely send them an email. All that stuff is logged. All of it, they have to hear it. Please don't get up there and be crazy, okay? But make sure you voice your opinion because this absolutely needs to be known. Now, before y'all get upset, in 10 days, there will be another one because here we go. But these people absolutely wanted us to feel bad for them because they did not read their employment contract as, they were up there calculating. If I work this amount of hours and have up this amount of people, I can make this amount of money and pay these bills over here. Not them talking about them not getting their insurance. As we are sitting here fighting for folks who are, needing those ACA subsidies, who are out here rationing medicine to see what they can do in the next couple of months because all they have is maybe 2 months worth of medicine. And you want us to be upset with you. This is why we tell you all to make sure that you are reading these contracts before you get these little jobs and what have you, because, baby, do y'all understand that these people have to work the full 5 years before they can get all of that bonus and not have to pay it back? And if you absolutely think that that man is going to make sure that you all are able to work the full 5 years, y'all are getting ready to have to pay that money back because changing of the guards. And then most of y'all are not going to be able to hang on that long because, you got to eat bills. You know, that shit that they want every fucking month because, you know, it's expensive to breathe. I mean, hell, you can't even walk outside your door without spending at least $100. And you want us to feel sorry because you haven't gotten paid for the ultimate terror that has been happening from state to state in this country. When we tell you all that voting absolutely matters, I cannot stress this shit enough. Please make sure that your ID is up to date. Please make sure that your registration is current and not getting purged. Because that's happening too. Because again, it was never about immigration. It was always about the voter rolls. America's not a real place, and it won't be if y'all don't take voting serious. Because nobody will be getting paid.
Like and subscribe to Mom's channel.
So now it's being reported that the frozen agents are complaining and whining because they're not being paid fast enough and they're not receiving their bonuses. You know how I know they are receiving their bonuses? Because I was the dumbass who was claiming he didn't receive his bonus. Because what they don't understand and what they don't tell you when you sign is that it's not a $50,000 lump sum. It's not a whole bunch of money. It's like, boom, here's 50 grand. No, sweetheart. It's divided among different salaries that you will get, your monthly salaries. So you will get a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. So fucking little you won't even notice. And I know that because after I enlisted, I went through the same experience these guys are going through. And then later on in my career, I had people underneath me that went through the same exact experience that I went through. And now they're going through it. So once again, when people like me told you that that bonus was not enough for you to sell your soul, your morals, your values, your humanity, betraying your race, becoming a douchebag, being hated by everybody, covering your face, being nothing but a coward, carrying a gun, playing a fucking dumbass, all those things, and you didn't listen, this is called karma, bitch. I hope those few coins that they throw at you were worth enough to betray who you are. At least I took a bonus to become a soldier. I had a code of honor. I followed my morals when I had to pull that trigger. And my conscience is clean. Is your conscience bothering you? We all did what we could do. Like Leonard Skinner said. I'm Alex. This is my rant, and I'm out.
ICE agents are realizing that Trump may have screwed them on signing bonuses and health insurance. According to posts under an ICE agent subreddit, new agents have yet to receive the $50,000 promised to new recruits. Some are saying that it's being taxed so aggressively, it's nothing like what they thought they would get. Others haven't gotten anything at all. Other posts claim that they haven't even been paid at all 4 weeks into the job. Trump's DHS made a lot of promises to incentivize people to join ICE. There was the $50,000 signing bonus, student loan forgiveness, overtime pay, and other bonuses. Now it looks like the new ICE recruits aren't even getting standard employment benefits. One post claimed that they have been without health insurance for 2 months. They may have been misled, which isn't surprising knowing Trump. A closer look at the fine print of that promised $50,000 signing bonus shows that it's not actually what it looks like. It's $10,000 if they returned as a former employee, $10,000 if applications were submitted before August, and $10,000 annually for 3 years if they stay. None of this was how it was marketed.
ICE agents are just terrorizing people for free, by the way. They're not getting paid. There's this ICE Reddit forum online where ICE agents are complaining that they're not getting everything Daddy Trump promised them. What a surprise. One agent says that he wasn't approved for health benefits and he has a sick child to take care of. Keep in mind, ICE detained and deported at least one child with cancer and the father of a special needs son who died without his father there as his primary caretaker. Other agents are complaining about pay, like this one who says he hasn't been paid at all yet. Meanwhile, ICE agents have detained people working at restaurants, construction sites, transit hubs who are just trying to do their job. There's also been a lot of cases of ICE robbing people that they detain. And then there's the famous $50,000 bonus, which I guess the agents did not read the fine print for. Because the $50,000 bonus isn't just given all at once. They get a $10,000 bonus once every 5 years. And if they quit or are fired before the 5 years are up, they have to pay that money back. And the $10K bonus is just added to their regular paycheck, so they get taxed so hard, it just ends up being $6,000. So congrats to ICE on being treated like every other government employee under Trump. like shit. And when this is all over, you'll be prosecuted for your crimes too, so I hope attacking American rights and freedoms is worth it.
It's Joe from Georgia. ICE agents are lodging complaints about their pay. And number one, it's about the bonuses they were promised. Number two, it's taking too long to get paid. And the number three thing, health care for their children. Well, number one, the bonus. Some of them have gotten their $50,000 bonus, but they were shocked to see when it would only be $35,000. Well, I guess they didn't understand the tax system and how that works with bonuses. Paying out state tax and federal taxes, you're not going to bring the entire $50,000 with you. And they've said it's taken a while. They've been waiting on the bonus, and it took weeks. And then last but not least, their family is having a hard time getting medical care. There is several agents who have talked about sick children not being seen by the doctor because of the health care coverage that is lacking for them. So they're upset about getting paid late. They're upset about they didn't understand about taxes on their bonus. And then their children aren't getting seen by the doctors. So that's what's going on with ICE today.
This cannot be real. You mean to tell me that ICE agents are putting their freedom on the line and aren't even being paid for it? You heard me correctly. ICE agents are so frustrated that they are over on Reddit venting, complaining about how they're not getting paid, how they're having problems with their health insurance coverage, and how the promised bonuses, they aren't materializing. They are violating laws. They are violating the Constitution, and they aren't getting paid. Allegedly, this is an ICE agent who posted this over on Reddit. Been here for about 2 months, still waiting for my health insurance. Is anyone having that issue as well? I chose BCBS Basic. MSS told me they don't know how long it'll take, and I have a sick daughter with no insurance. The article goes on to say that prospective ICE applicants are recruited with the promise of competitive federal salaries and a comprehensive benefits package. Salaries vary by role and experience, but generally follow the federal general schedule scale, with entry-level deportation officers typically in the $51,000 to $84,000 range, and opportunities to rise significantly with seniority and locality adjustments. The Reddit user below says, didn't even get paid yet for the base check. And then above that, it says, don't expect much. It's like $6,000 after taxes, and they put it in the regular paycheck, so you end up paying $4,000 to $5,000 in taxes on one check. And this is in response to anyone get the bonus yet. The article talks about bonuses and what they were promised and things like that. So this reads, officers can also receive administratively uncontrollable overtime pay, which adds approximately 25% to base pay for law enforcement duties. In addition to pay, recruits are offered extensive benefits, including health, dental, vision, and life insurance, a retirement plan under the Federal Employees Retirement System, a thrift savings plan similar to a 401k, paid leave, and federal holidays. As a part of the recent incentive packages, it also includes as signing bonuses
up to $50,000 and student loan repayment incentives up to $60,000 and retention bonuses for continuing service aimed at boosting recruitment and retention. Now, a few people have broken down that $50,000 sign-on bonus. They don't get $50,000 given to them up front. No, it's divvied up over the course of 5 or 6 years, I believe. I believe it's closer to 5. So over the course of 5 years, they get, from what I understand, they get $10,000 per year. So you have to stay on the job for the next 5 to 6 years in order to get that $50,000 sign-on bonus. It is not a one-time check, which I'm sure plenty of them thought it would be. This person said over on Reddit, man, Monday is 4 weeks since I started and I haven't been paid yet. Allow me to remind you that Republicans in the House and in the Senate passed legislation called the One Big Beautiful Bill. Donald Trump then signed that legislation into law. And when he did that, the Department of Homeland Security got $75 billion. Border Patrol got another large sum of money. And then there was another large sum of money for detention centers. I don't remember what those amounts were off the top of my head. But I know $75 billion went to the Department of Homeland Security. If these ICE agents aren't being paid, where is that money? Where is that money? Yeah, I feel like the United States is being relieved of all of its financial resources. That's what happens when you put a con man in office who's surrounded by other grifters and con men and women. I don't feel sorry for the ICE agents, did I say that? But where is the money?
I got some breaking news, y'all. I got some breaking news. So according to the National Review and Reddit, ICE agents are complaining about not getting paid. They say they not getting their bonuses, they not getting paid, and they not getting their health care. Ain't that a bitch? ICE agents are getting stiffed on not getting their money, y'all. I mean, what did they expect? They're working for a con man, a guy who didn't pay his contractors, the guy who didn't pay his people at his spa. So what did they expect? Now they crying on Reddit, complaining about not receiving their money. They out here chasing people down. They out here acting like the warriors from the movie. And they going home and not getting compensated for what they doing. Ain't that a bitch? Now they complaining, y'all. Now they on Reddit complaining about not getting their bonuses, not getting their money, and they working extra hours and they not getting paid for the extra hours. What did they think? I don't feel sorry for these people. I hope they never get a dime from this clown.
Idiot ICE agents are publicly speaking out, whining about not getting paid. But of course, we don't feel sorry for them for a second. But we are all questioning, where the hell is the money going? Because they don't have enough funding for all of them to have body cams. They're not paying their staff, and they want more money. But Representative Jim McGovern from Massachusetts, he's not having any of it.
Let me first address the government funding package, which was added to our agenda over the weekend. And let me be crystal clear. I will be voting no on this funding package. I refuse to send another cent to Stephen Miller or Kristi Noem. They are undermining our Constitution, and the department they run is murdering American citizens in the streets. She ought to be impeached, and he ought to be fired. I think their words and actions are disgusting.
All right, welcome in. I'm just doing a quick video while I'm at work. Look at that, downtown Houston. So some of you may have heard about the ICE agents who are complaining on Reddit and other social media sites that they have not been getting their regular paycheck. Quite a few others are saying that they have not gotten their bonus, or that they didn't know that their $50,000 bonus they were promised would be spread out over, I guess, several years or whatever the case may be. And to me, I'm just like, this is what the F you bastards get. Because a lot of them ICE agents are just being really nasty, harmful, and things like that. They're deviating so far from what they're actually supposed to be doing till it's unreal. Someone sent me something and it showed that 178 Americans, natural-born Americans or naturalized citizens that are now Americans, have been apprehended since this whole ICE evolution started. And it's so fucking stupid because you're not even getting paid and you're doing all of this harm and maliciousness to people, right? And to think, I'm not a gambling woman, but if I was going to gamble on my family's safety, when people find out that who's really an ICE agent, since they like to walk around with their face covered up, you put your family in harm's way of getting harassed and things like that. I would at least be making sure I got a paycheck. How effing stupid. But yeah, this is being reported like all over Yahoo News and a plethora of other different sites. I'll drop it in the description here. But just unfortunate, like you're going to be out here causing all of this harm and then you're not even getting paid. And if we were unaware, the death of Alex Peretti has been determined to be a homicide. That is what they're saying. And so guess what that means? The ICE agents, plural with an S, that was involved in that, you will be held accountable once you hit the court system. So think about it. If you're with an organization that's not even going to give you your actual paycheck, then they're not going to pay for your lawyer fees and protect you when it comes down to this court case for those ICE agents involved in killing Alex Peretti. So just absolutely crazy and almost hilarious that these guys have been doing all of this harm and not even getting fucking paid. Idiots is an understatement. Nonetheless, I'll drop the article link in the description for those that are interested in reading it. Oh, I gotta show y'all that nice little, can you see it? Yeah, that right there. They're really artsy down here in downtown Houston, if you don't know. But nonetheless, I'll drop the link in the description. My name is Robin. I am your retired Marine Corps First Sergeant, and I will see you in the next video.
Did you see that ICE agents have taken to Reddit to complain that they haven't gotten their $50,000 bonus, they're not getting paid, and that they're having a hard time getting their health insurance for their children? This comes from the unofficial Reddit page for ICE officers. And since the Trump administration started its mass deportation campaign, this page has become a place for ICE agents to talk about issues they're having at work. Some people have gone on there to say that after weeks of working as a federal agent, they still haven't been paid. Others are having a hard time getting medical insurance. Like this person who wrote, "Been here for about 2 months, still waiting for my health insurance. And that MSS told me they don't know how long it'll take, and I have a sick daughter with no insurance." And of course, one of the biggest things people are talking about is the bonuses. That they either haven't gotten the $50,000 bonus or that after taxes, it's not much. Creators online have broken down on how exactly the money works, and that the money is taxed, and that there are a lot of ways that agents might be forced to pay back that money, especially after the midterm election and if Democrats come into power. A lot of people went in there expecting this kind of money, and I told them, first of all, they were never going to get that money, and if they did get that money, to make sure that they save that money for lawyers. Because ICE agents are also asking questions about qualified immunity, and if they can be charged criminally for what they're doing, hoping that Trump will grant everyone immunity. Agents are getting lawyers or are afraid that they're going to have to start getting lawyers very soon. But don't let this fool you into thinking that all these ICE agents are regretting their decision. No, some people commented that the reason why they're putting up with all this crap with this agency is that they do it for the violence, not the money. According to reports, the government seems to be very concerned about agents' discontent, because a lot of people could decide to leave because of all this chaos within the agency. Which, by the way, seems to be what a lot of people are hoping for, is that the Trump administration would realize that they're complaining and start doing something about it. Apparently, these people have never heard that Donald Trump does not pay. But this is what Donald Trump does. He makes a lot of promises and makes other people do the work, and then leaves them holding the bag, either financially or criminally. So share this so people can see that a lot of ICE agents are regretting the decision of joining up, not just because of what's happening in the streets, but also what's happening internally.
Color me shocked. ICE agents fearing that they're getting stiffed on their hiring bonuses. Yep, apparently they're taking to social media and they're complaining that they haven't been paid in 4 weeks, they haven't had their health care kick in, they haven't seen their sign-on bonuses. They're not happy. This article says that to help facilitate its mass deportation, otherwise known as President Stephen Miller's bloodlust, the administration has rushed to add 10,000 new immigration agents during its first year, promising generous benefits, pay and hiring bonuses for new recruits. And they have indeed added 12,000 new agents in the last year out of 220,000 applications. That's how many people out there are actually as bloodthirsty as President Miller. One agent said in a post, "They told me they don't know how long it'll take to have health insurance take effect, and I have a sick daughter with no insurance." I mean, I'm sorry his daughter has an asshole for a father. And the article goes on to say the Trump administration, the Stephen Miller administration's rush to expand its federal immigration enforcement workforce has also, according to independent journalist Ken Klippenstein, produced a wave of sketchy recruits, most of whom were idiots, according to one senior immigration and customs enforcement agent. A recent ICE recruit told Klippenstein, "A lot of guys are honestly pretty sketchy. I thought federal agents were supposed to be clean cut, but some of them pass around a flask as we are watching a suspect." So is anyone actually shocked, besides these ICE agents, that an administration run by President Nosferatu and his advisor, Donald J. Trump, who has stiffed vendors, venues, lawyers, contractors for decades, is not paying the ICE agents what they're owed? Really?
Apparently, ICE agents aren't getting paid. So there is this forum on Reddit called ICE_ERO, or this subgroup, I don't know what it's called in Reddit terms, for current ICE agents, prospective applicants, or retired deportation officers to have discussion, to ask questions, whatever, right? And so this person on Facebook, Nosy for Real, she posted multiple screenshots from inside of the Reddit, and very interesting. The tea is always on Reddit. They are complaining about a number of things in this forum. I'm just going to give you a couple that I've seen. And number one is the sign-on bonus, the $50,000 bonus. They are discovering that it is not what they thought it was, and how the way that it's distributed, it's taxed so much that you don't even see half of it, and it wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even a real bonus because of how it was taxed. So they're not happy about their $50,000 sign-on bonus, okay? I saw another person say that they have been working for over a month and they have not received their first paycheck yet. Isn't that crazy? Imagine showing up to work. They're basically in their own little government shutdown. Showing up to work, probably quit your job to get to work for ICE to get this sign-on bonus, and you haven't even received a paycheck yet. And then I wonder if we can even afford all these new ICE agents that they're employing, that they're hiring, because we just saw that the big beautiful bill to give additional funding to ICE, they voted no. They voted no on additional funding. So is the budget there to pay all these people? Are we going to see a bunch of ICE layoffs pretty soon? Then there is another man in there complaining about the health insurance. He's also a new ICE agent. He's been working for a few months and he still has not got his health insurance card. He's been reaching out to, I guess, his manager to find out what's going on with his insurance, and there's no ETA. They don't know anything. And he says that he has a sick child that he cannot take to the doctor because he does not have insurance, or he doesn't have proof of it. And he's looking for insight on how long it took or what's going on, why he doesn't, what's going on. And it's funny because I actually know somebody told me that they are aware of some people who quit their jobs to go work for ICE. And it's like, look, everything that glitters isn't gold. Okay? And I could definitely see this going downhill. I can definitely see a bunch of ICE agents getting laid off, right?
apparently ICE agents are not getting paid. How do we know this? Because they made a subreddit. They made a subreddit for ICE agents complaining about not getting paid on time, not getting paid what they thought that they were going to pay, or not getting paid at all. And some of them are saying, I can't believe Mr. Trump would do this. Really? Mr. Trump wouldn't do that to us. He wouldn't con us. The motherfucking con artist? You have been warned. This was an open book test and you still failed it. I legitimately don't know how people can be this dense. I don't understand it, bro. Like, you're willfully ignorant, right? You at best you are a useful idiot. At worst, you are a traitor to your nation. Like, Mr. Trump wouldn't do that to us. Mr. Trump likes us.
It is quite shameful and it is quite so disgracing that at the end of the day, you are looking all fresh and then you literally took this job and from that day your life changed. Your life changed instead of from good to best or better. Your life now changed from good to bad. Your life is now like, your life is turning upside down. Your life that was straight before is now turning upside down. All in the name of you are working for the Federal Republic of America. I'm so excited to hear this, honestly. So you guys, you mean to tell me that all of these jobs that these ICE agents have been doing, they've been doing it for free? Wow, what is solidarity? Solidarity forever. So they've been doing all of this job for free, deporting people illegally. People that are illegal, they deport. The ones that are even legal, they will still deport and go and bring them again. They will pew anybody they want to pew, all in the name of self-defense. And nobody will say anything about it. And all of this, you want them that is free. You want them that is free, putting your family life at risk, because a lot of them are even hiding their identity. They don't even want people to know that they are identified as ICE. I have literally seen a particular ICE agent post where his wife literally divorced him because she says she can't cope or deal with the hatred that comes with that particular thing called ICE. And all of this thing, if there is anybody that the orange man should settle very well, should pay very well, are they not supposed to be ICE? People that can bulldozer anybody, people that can come to your car, drag you out, come to your house, drag you out, come to anywhere they want to bring you out. And these people are working for free. They're not getting paid. They're not getting, just like that. Just like that. My freshness disappeared. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting the bonus. Because there was a time we had 50,000 bonus, or am I joking? $50,000 bonus or something. Like a lot of people were rushing in because a lot of people wanted to cash out, you know. $50,000 is a whole lot. At least if you give me that, I can actually quit the job and then focus on my life with it. A lot of people were just trooping in. And now at the end of the day, we are hearing that they're not getting paid. It simply means a lot of people are resigning behind the scene without we knowing. A lot of people are resigning behind the scene without we knowing. It's quite sad, honestly. And I am so happy for them. Because yes, that is what they actually wanted. They want their name to be heard. They want, at the mention of their name, every knee should bow, every tongue should confess that ICE is Lord, and of which they are not. So is God not fighting battle? You see why I keep saying there is something special about Black Americans that a lot of people are not knowing. Look into these ICE agents very well. You will hardly find Black Americans there. You will hardly find foundational Black Americans, the one that understood what their ancestors have fought for them. You will hardly find them there. Do you get my point? But we have a lot of Latinos because they're trying to like hide under the shade of something. We have a lot of Latinos and a lot of Hispanics there doing the job and don't even mind if they are taking their own race to anywhere. Look at the first video that I rolled out for you, where this man literally illustrated that. Look at how fresh this man is before he joined, or he was their board of director, or what did they even call him? I can't even remember. Look at how haggard, look at how hungry he looked. It's even staggering as far as I'm concerned. And at the end of the day, this is someone that is supposed to be fresh because they are doing a good job for crying out loud. They are fishing out illegal immigrants. Do you think it's easy to fish out? You think it's easy for you to come fish out that Sonia is illegal? And the moment you fish me out, you drag me to the deportation ground, you deport me. You think it's easy? And at the end of the day, I don't get him paid. Ah! This is karma. This is faffle. This is when you F around with the orange man, you find out. You know, one thing I love about that orange man, I'll keep saying it, is that he loves to deal with his own. He loves to put hands in the eyes of his own. He loves to show the world that I'm not only going to deal with these people, I'm also going to deal with you. You stand by me, I deal with you. You stand against me, I deal with you. Guys, I'm so sorry. But it's quite surprising, and I'm even angry that I'm covering this news very late. But anyways, even if it's 1,000 views, 2,000 views, we'll manage. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, thank you so much for staying stick and hook with me to the end of this video. For disclaimers, this is just for educational purposes. This is just me giving my own opinionistic opinion. This is for entertainment purposes. Please do not come bash me. Do not come for me. I'm not here to defame anybody. I'm just reporting as I'm seeing that ICE agents have not been paid. And I'm not the one that not paid them. Anyways, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying, guys, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys.